Come on, guys.
It's early June at the Northern Lights Wildlife Shelter.
Go, up. All right, let's go.
The shelter has a bumper crop of yearling bear cubs, and each now needs to be released in its home territory.
I don't know how we're going to get all these bears out before the 1st of July. I'm feeling pretty stressed at the moment. We tried to make these releases fit into the schedule, and it's going to be insanely tight. I would really like you to go on a long trip. You know. The emergency kit, Shawn, is on top of the...
You betcha.
Today, Angelica's daughter, Tanja, and her husband, Shawn, are setting out on a long haul.
On that branch sticking out, yep.
The 4 bears being tranquilized
You're next.
are going to be loaded into a trailer and driven to the far southeastern corner of British Columbia.
Well, the first leg of this trip is going to be about 15 hours of driving. I think it's the longest trip that we have this year. Peter! It's too heavy.
This will be a marathon mission
Bear coming.
for both bears and people.
Open the gate.
And there's a bunch of kids out there.
98.
Nice. Excellent release weight. Good job. Yeah, exactly.
4 yearling bears
Okay, I'll go in.
are about to take a 1,500-kilometer journey back to their home territory in the Rockies. Among these yearlings going home is Spruce.
We put Spruce separate from the others because even in the enclosure, he has constantly separated himself.
The honor.
He's very timid, very subdued. I told Tanja already, there's food in the bucket. Make sure you stop somewhere and get dandelion because
The things get pretty
they
scarce.
get pretty scarce.
Shawn and Tanja need to reach their rest stop in the Rocky Mountain town of Golden by nightfall. It's a 1,200-kilometer journey that will take them at least 15 hours.
These trips can get pretty busy. We're on a very tight schedule.
They can't afford delays. But trying to slip in and out of a gas station unnoticed
Well, let's not draw too much attention to it.
is hard with 4 bears in a barrel.
You need anything to drink?
Tanja will head into the store and get what we need. My job is to just monitor the bears and deal with the rubberneckers that are coming in. Any bears? Yeah, man. Awesome. We get bears from the entire province. Just, yeah, it's not a quick peek. We call them rubberneckers, people who are going, oh, look, you know.
Right there's about close enough if you don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My job is to be essentially the bouncer.
Come over here. Don't go any closer, please.
We don't play with them. No, definitely not, yeah. Lots and lots and lots of rubberneckers. We don't want to stress these guys out any more than we absolutely have to. It's already pretty bad. You know, the road and the barrel.
My concern about this is, as much as we want to answer questions, it's a stress thing for the bears.
And that's not the only issue for the bears on this trip.
It's supposed to get up to close to 30 degrees, so a little bit more concern for the bears there, so we're gonna want to keep moving.
To get to the release site, Tanja and Shawn must drive south through a dry area, suffering a heat wave.
It's a fair distance. It's a lot of driving. Everybody's gonna be kind of sore and tired, but these guys need to go back out into the wild, so we're gonna pull out all the stops.
Back at the shelter,
Hey, bud.
volunteer Kim Grouse is working with an animal that can never be released.
Odin is a rescue from the SPCA. He's a wolf dog.
Wolf dogs can't legally be set free in Canada.
It's okay.
You're okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
When he first came to the shelter, Odin was terrified of humans.
We heard it where he came from. He was on a chain for a long time.
His fear is so overwhelming. There's no trust there at all.
A walk?
Wolf dogs need a lot of exercise. So the next step in Odin's recovery is getting him out for walks.
For a walk?
But unlike dogs, wolf dogs don't easily submit to human commands.
It has to be on his terms. Don't want to spook him. It's not like a dog. A dog, you can tell what to do. These animals, you can't tell.
Odin has developed a signal to tell Kim when he's ready to go for a walk.
But this is a kind of a ritual that we're going through. The tire is a thing that grew between us. We used it as a toy for him to play with, and we could hide food in. At the moment that he accepted me to put the harness on was when he had his front paws in the tire. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it goes really fast.
But today, Odin isn't signaling that he wants to go. So Kim decides to try again later.
It's 28 bloody degrees outside.
On their way to Golden, the 4 young bears are starting to swelter in their metal containers.
When we're heading down south, often we run into really hot weather, and it's important to be very aware of how the animals are doing.
Bears cannot sweat, so the only ways they can cool down are to rest, pant, or submerge themselves in water.
We're just gonna look for a spot to cool them down. Just gonna do it at a gas station? Do we wanna cool them off there?
I can tell you right now, we're gonna have Rubberneckers here.
Then let's try somewhere else.
The bears are going to need water soon.
We're at almost 30 degrees here. We need to get these bears some water.
Start checking in there.
That's fine.
Yeah?
In the midday sun, Tanja and Shawn are trying to tide over 4 parched bears with some dandelions.
Just gotta keep an eye on as to where they are. You know, they can move, like they can.
But what the bears really need is water. So Shawn and Tanja have to keep moving.
That's what I'm looking for right there.
Hey, guys. I think they're really happy to have some cool water. Spruce.
Go to the other side.
They're all drinking. All right, let's roll.
All right, let's roll. We gotta stay moving.
Tanja and Shawn continue their push toward the release site in the Rockies.
We headed off to bear country. It's a well-known area for bears. A lot of tourists come to see them. And unfortunately, it also highlights some of the biggest problems that the bears have in our province.
There are signs throughout that area saying, don't stop, give the bears their space.
I'm really hoping that that's not a bear. Does she have a cub? Idiots.
This is the worst form of Rubberneckers. Chase them away?
What's the matter with you idiots? She's got a baby too. You guys are assholes.
We're transporting bears. We've dedicated our life to these bears, bringing them back to the wild.
People just have no respect for the animals. They're putting her life in danger because they get so close. If she attacks somebody, she's the one that dies. Come on, big guy, get out of there. Hi there, this is Tanja Landry calling. We have a large number of people that are pulled off on the side of the highway extremely close to a sow bear with cubs. There's definitely a potential for conflict there. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Conservation officers are on their way, so they press on.
We're approaching a 15-hour day right now.
It's near midnight by the time they reach the lodge in the Rocky Mountain town of Golden.
So we're gonna feed them, and we need to get them some water.
And they have another early start tomorrow to get the bears released.
It's dinner time.
Yeah, it's been a long day for everybody.
The next day at the shelter,
It's okay.
Kim is trying again to get the shy wolf dog Odin to give her his unusual signal.
Alrighty.
If Odin steps in the tire, he's saying that it's okay for her to put on his harness for a walk.
It's giving him the control so he can decide when he wants to go out. I make sure that I'm not staring at him. I gave calming signals. One of them is yawning. That's what they do too when they're relaxed.
But again, he doesn't step in the tire. It's important for Odin to get some exercise, so Kim bypasses the signal and tries to gently slip the harness on him.
There's days that he needs a little bit more persuasion. Come on, Odie. I have a collar around his neck with a piece of cable, just in case if the harness breaks or if he pulls too hard. You know why he have his tail tucked in now? When I was walking him the first time, every movement I made, I had to move with caution. Oh my goodness.
Odin is learning to trust Kim, but he's not yet fully leash trained.
Hopefully he cooperates with me next time.
In the Rockies,
Everybody duck.
it's an early start for Tanja, Shawn, and the 4 bears.
Is this the start of that road? Where's the kind of that's right there? Right there.
They want to find a good release site before the heat hits.
We like to release early during the day because it just gives the bears a good chance to get into the bush, get themselves orientated, get the smells from the area, and accept their new location.
We look for areas with good water. Bear poop on the road means that there's good food here. It also means that we need to drive for a bit because if it's overpopulated, it makes life more difficult for the bears that we're letting go.
Far down a deserted logging road,
I think we're in here.
they finally find an ideal release site.
This is dead end.
This is perfect.
The release site that we eventually picked for the bears was just up from the river, so we knew that there was ample food supply.
You guys ready?
Hopefully it'll be a nice, easy release for them.
Out you go.
But after 1,500 kilometers stuck in a barrel,
Come on.
the bears aren't budging.
Come on, kids. Come on, guys. Out you go.
After 2 days bouncing around in a barrel,
Come on, kids.
the bears are finally free to go.
Come on. Come on, guys.
Bears never do what you expect.
Up. Good boy, Frankie.
Come on, let's get him out.
The last bear is Spruce, the loner of the group.
Spruce, you dork. You can never plan where they go. He didn't waste any time. He's gone.
I guess it's what we want. He's claimed his freedom.
At the shelter,
You want to go out? Come over here.
Kim is making another attempt to take Odin for a walk.
We go for a walk? Come on.
If he steps into the tire, he's ready for his afternoon stroll.
It's kind of helping him getting to that point without forcing him. So I just lay it around his neck, and then I kind of, with a loose leash, say like, come on, step in the tire, until I see his body language changing. I put the harness on him. I was like, yes. Go for an explore.
With Odin finally on the leash, Kim takes him to meet a friend.
Ronnie wants to play.
Friend?
You can see that his whole energy changed than when he was up there at this enclosure. It's good bonding between us two.
Odin is learning that leash training isn't so bad.
Oh boy. For him, it's the best thing ever, and that's, yeah, that makes me happy. What's he doing? He's a good boy.
It actually kind of worked out that we took a little time this morning, because that's pretty much all the time we're going to get.
It's been a long trip for Shawn and Tanja.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Great. Okay. Okay, bye.
But
We just got word that we now have, or will potentially have, a deer fawn joining us.
Game on. We're always on standby, but we had actually planned to have a day to collect ourselves, but it never ends for us.
Hi.
Hi.
Has she had any injuries or anything like that?
No.
No, okay. Hi, sweetheart. I'll take her just like this.
Oh, sorry. No, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
The mother had been hit by a vehicle, and they had found the fawn close by in the ditch.
Definitely worth saving.
Yes.
Okay, thanks so much.
yeah, thank you.
Have a great night.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Shh. Hello?
But Tanja and Shawn's workday isn't over yet.
Hey, they caught one of the siblings of the little Prince George bear. Conservation officer says it's not in very good shape.
Okay, bye.
We have a little bear cub waiting for us that's in pretty rough shape. We've been hoping to catch it now for 2 weeks.
There have been multiple reports of this cub wandering without its mother, looking for food.
Poor thing must be starving.
How is he?
He's thin. They gave him fluids.
He's tiny. We need to feed this bear right now. Okay, so we're gonna make room in the truck then to move him over, and then I'm gonna do the whole feeding thing.
Tanja and Shawn have just picked up an orphaned cub
Hi, sweetheart.
who is starving and needs to be fed now.
He hadn't had a mom for weeks already, and that, of course, means malnutrition and possible other issues that we needed to be concerned of.
Ah, yeah. Oh, good bear. Oh. Yeah, love it. That is how we like our bears, with a little bit of fight in them. Good food.
He's got a fighting chance, that's for sure.
Next in line for supper is the fawn.
Yeah, sweetheart, we're coming, I swear. She thinks it's very unfair. Come on, sweetie.
Fawns, especially when they've been with mom, it's challenging to get them on the bottle. They're used to feeding off their mums, not a bottle nipple. Couple that with being along the side of a highway, in a truck, you know, quite scared. Come on, sweetheart.
Nice.
Good job. When the deer drank that first bottle, I'm like, yes, we have a fighting chance. Good job. Come on. I'm getting kisses.
Those little front teeth, eh?
Next morning, after 4 days on the road, Shawn and Tanya's release and rescue mission is almost over.
It is always very special when you have one of those very small, very fragile little animals in your arms, and to think, okay, without us, you'd probably not make it. And to know that I can bring it back to a facility where they have the best possible chance to survive is truly wonderful.
That's so pretty.
To have a new cub and a new fawn in our possession as we come home, that's fun. That's pretty exciting.